Hello everyone, my name is Sutton the Wolf and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. I like this game. It's cute. It's really cute. And I really like Natsuki. We just spent like a decent amount of time last episode with her and it was adorable! But I have to remember, I have to keep a level head. This game is gonna fuck with me at some point. It's not all fun and games. It's fun and games till someone gets hurt. And I'm gonna get hurt and I'm gonna be sad. Anyways. Looks like we're gonna be doing something now. I don't know what though. Okay, everyone. Huh? Are y'all ready with today's poems? Oh, okay, we're gonna do the poems. Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. So you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. You pervert! Oh, I thought she was going to say that. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to at least know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Huh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Ouch! Well, of course. It'd take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. If it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what'll happen if I don't finish it? Yeah? Yosh! I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Yeah, that would be embarrassing. I don't know how I'd write a poem. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other side, Monica wrote hers in composition notebook in perfect calligraphy, coinciding with the fact that she's the best person in the class or whatever. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Okay, is Monica supposed to be best girl? Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I did the same myself. Oh, okay. So I choose. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, I mean, I guess Natsuki, right? Like, we kind of wrote it for Natsuki, so why not? I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. There you go. This is bullshit! Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Oh my god, you're perfect! Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. What's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours wasn't really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem, make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what a real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. What did I... So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Oh, I actually get to read it. Oh, that's cute! The music is cute. Oh, I like that. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Simple. It's about... yeah, that's about as long as any poem by me would ever be. Continue. I mean, I don't really have an eye for poetry, so I couldn't really say. I do kind of like that it's not all like ridiculously convoluted. If I had to guess, I'd say that poem was like, oh hey, all of these things can do a bunch of different things, and humans can try to do that, but they kind of can't. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. People don't even take my writing seriously. Isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Don't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. Aw, pat, Natsuki. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Well, that was nice. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go Monica. Hi, Sutton. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Sutton. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Mm-hmm. I like it, Sutton. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. That kind of makes me think something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. Haha. If you say so. Yup. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? I have, actually. Huh? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that will apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Man, of all the things, I did not think that Shel Silverstein was going to be mentioned. Huh. I mean, not to dish Shel Silverstein. I read a lot of his stuff whenever I was little. But like she said, it's not just for kids. When I say little, I guess I mean like elementary, middle school, which isn't like ridiculously little. That Shel Silverstein, like, kind of like Monica said, like, it's one of those things where a lot of his stuff, their stuff it gets more complex the older you get. Like, you read it at one age and you get some message from it, and then you read it like at an older age and then you get a different message out of it. It's one of those things where you look at it and just go like, oh, I didn't realize that. It's not bad. I feel like that's kind of a sign that it's good literature, you know? The ending is different every time, as they say. Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it'd be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It'd take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Is that Monica saying that she'll just like us no matter what, and everyone else won't like us if we do something they hate? So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Huh. Okay. Is that advice? Is Monica trying to, like, metagame me right now and say, like, don't write just to impress one person, you'll regret it? Like, is that what she's trying to say? Huh. Oh god, just the fact that this game's gonna fuck with me is coming back again. Oh my god, I'm so terrified. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. It doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever to everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Ah, I like that. I like that a lot. That's cool. Not bad at all. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Oh my god, she's discovered this is a video game. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Girl, let me tell you. If you ever want to have a 3 a.m. conversation at like noon, I am your guy. All of my friends say that about me, that I always get like super philosophical at like the middle of the day when you usually do that kind of thing at like 3 in the morning. Jeez. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper, then tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That is awesome! That is such a good, like, word of advice. Oh, I've never heard that analogy before. That is awesome. You go, game. Giving people life lessons. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I like Monica. She's definitely my second favorite. Alright, well, let's probably get it over with. Yuri's gonna hate it, isn't she? Oh, God. Her face! Yuri stares at the poem. What the fuck is this? A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? That's not a good sign. Yeah, why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a little while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. This is a really complex way of saying that she didn't really like my poem. At least she's not, like, getting really upset about it. I was expecting her to be, like embarrassedly saying that she didn't like it, or that it could have been better, or, like, apologizing profusely because she didn't find the meaning or something. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Or all three. You mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, it's pretty short. A lot shorter than I thought it'd be. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I don't really... This might have... I feel like this is kind of the spectrum we have. We have Natsuki, who's like pretty easy to understand, and we have Yuri, who's pretty hard to understand. I'm not the greatest at understanding the meanings behind poetry, so forgive me for not getting it with Yuri. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What are you talking about? Your handwriting's freaking immaculate. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Sutton. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining piece of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. That went a lot better than I thought it would. Oh well. Well, let's go through Sayori's and then we'll be good for this episode. This is a good poem, Sutton. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy that would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing right in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Sutton. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Aww. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yeah! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. I like how the music, like, like, slightly alters in accordance to the poems. That's awesome. The soundtrack of this game is so good. I love it. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I shouldn't laugh because, like, it's kind of serious, but, like, that last line got me. I want breakfast. That's just like Sayori. But, what the fuck am I saying? This is my fucking third, like, I'm not even an hour into this game and I'm already thinking I know the characters. I want breakfast, I love that. That was pretty cute, though, I like that. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you skip breakfast this morning? Did you wait? Oh no, I thought he was actually gonna say that. Oh, did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast! Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. Next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Aww. Woo! Alright, well, we have officially read everyone's poems, and everyone has read mine. Yuri wasn't big on it, but she didn't, like, tear it up like I thought she was going to. Natsuki loved it like she was supposed to, because that's kind of who I was writing it for. Monica gave very nice advice and tips that I found very nice. Sayori was just Sayori. She was cutesy and innocent and bubbly. We're back to the really happy music. I love this. God damn, I must not get complacent! God, this game's gonna screw with me so hard. This is gonna be like the end of One Shot, where I'm like, destroyed emotionally on the inside. Anyways, that is going to do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section down below. I shall always read them, and I shall always take them into account. And as always, I shall see you next time for another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club.